be super exciting. What you can do is just buy like a bunch of bracers and low value items, or like quick early value items, and then sell them later for 90% of what you bought them for. Also interested to see if we're going to see him buy a Midas or not. Obviously, getting more money back when you do sell it eventually is kind of nice.
We see Ghillie Suit picked up for Sniper, which is the while take aim is active, Sniper's attacks do not reveal him from the fog of war. So seeing some different stuff this time. The Jakiro did go for the Liquid Frost.
Yep.
So
the Sniper facets, I want to say, are both pretty underwhelming. His innate is really good because he gets attack range, but either facet is honestly quite underwhelming. The not being revealed when you stand in fog of war is hard to get value out of, because it's only for 3 seconds.
All right. Well, everybody's gotten out. They put down their wards. TA still has the smoke on her. We'll walk forward. Pings that one out for sure.
Yeah, Minos definitely saw that ward coming down. Of course, he already had his ward on the other side, so. Big contest here for the runes. The teams. It's going to be 2 for 2 at the end of the day. Vailama wants to do some harassment here before Minos gets to the lane.
He's going to be able to get a couple clicks off, but not too much.
The shield crash is giving 2 magic stick charges, huh? So it's a little bit...
Really?
yeah, because when you double jump, you click it twice. So you get 2 stick charges on the troll immediately there. I guess you always have to make sure to buy a stick against Pango lanes.
I'm curious what the play is to get onto the back lines and get to the Sniper through everything. I guess coming out from Heroic currently.
Yeah, we'll see if they can swing in there with the Weaver maybe getting close. Mid lane should be pretty hard for TA, by the way. TA against Sniper, not a great matchup.
Yeah. They definitely have to make some rotations at some point to probably alleviate some of the pressure. Probably when like runes are coming up. Or just making sure too that they're grabbing that those runes so that way analog can replenish.
Yeah, also preparing stacks could be really big here.
Ooh. He's hit very low. That Liquid Frost. One more hit should be able to do it. Can Minos get there fast enough? Oh, there it is. Mid jump.
Yeah, got him with the axe. No way out. Very good kill there. And we see this combo, right? The lane of Jakiro Troll. It's a really, really potent lane in level 1.
No, nothing prepared me though for that Pudge Venom lane yesterday.
Oh yeah, I mean that's like an old pub classic. I feel like I haven't seen it much in pro games, but you know it is hard to counter. Again, big damage being dealt on the Vailama on bottom lane. Top we see a go on Doom.
KP's just trying to get out of here, but with the Weaver, not gonna be able to do it.
Both safe lanes off to a good start.
I would say that would you say that the troll lane probably is going to activate faster than the Weaver? I don't say confused, but I'm curious how they're going to be super aggressive with this Weaver early.
I think the Weaver could be even more aggressive as opposed to Troll, but it all comes down to what timing items they want to play for. They're really chasing Schofield here.
Yeah, he's gonna have to drop the calling down here. This Liquid Frost is so much.
He's looking for it.
He's not low enough though yet. He needs maybe a little bit more. Nah, Minos. Yeah, he's like, nice try, Schofield. Nice try.
At least
and the water rune. Ooh.
Yeah. They do get to replenish, but he's away from the lane for a long time on Troll now. This is Pango recovering a bit because he had a bad start.
Yeah. We got a kill though. Was able to take away resources from this mid lane potentially. There still is a water rune top.
Stinger is low.
Analog on it.
But no dead shots. Dead shot would have killed him.
All right, I don't know. I'm becoming convinced that this Liquid Frost is the way to go. Nice hit there, but not quite.
Yeah, he misclicked it, I think. Didn't push the troll away.
Yeah, this is gonna be a dead Vailama.
Or
as I say that, no, yeah, he's dead. Could they get themselves Schofield too? Look at this. Slane is very, very spooky.
Yeah, the slow. They're just chain slowing him over and over.
He's dead. He's a double.
This bottom lane is tearing through everything. Top
They
lane
want
though,
Zephyr. They
they're trying
get
to do
him.
the same. TP tanky enough under tower. They can't really commit the dive here, as the creeps are already down. But yeah, they need something on bottom lane, and they're not gonna get the help from their mid as well, because Analog, he has his own game to worry about. Unless he finds like a lucky haste rune on 6 minutes, this bottom lane's on their own to try and recover.
Yeah, and this is really good for Sniper because there's no possibility really of seeing a rotation towards this mid lane because Double-elimination needs to be able to get these levels, needs to be getting some of this gold. So you really can't have Schofield leave him.
Yeah, for sure. You see Sniper just continuously auto-attacking into the TA here, utilizing his headshot as much as he can. CS-wise, you know, still looking pretty decent for Dire. You know, you're only 4 CS behind on Pango, but it's not about CS, is it? Pango again, cooldown on his spells. Is he in danger?
He's falling. That just runs right through. They'll go and they'll drop a grenade, try to slow him down, get a little more damage, but this is looking a little spooky for Double-elimination. He will die yet again. This lane is just going fabulously.
Oh no, getting XD'd. That is not what you want to have happen. And
The
again,
old Stinger Schofield, like this feels like a little personal, I'm not gonna lie. This used to be the dynamic duo on the on Vargesa lineup.
ay. I mean, how
We
much?
say Dios mío, sir. In South
much-
America.
Yeah, how much can you take before you decide to just go top on Murta instead? Like, go do something somewhere else, because this lane is not happening, man. You need to look for kills somewhere, or, you know, try and activate, because you're not beating this Troll Jakiro, just outplaying them all the way. They almost have mana boots now on Jakiro. Troll, obviously, full power treads.
God, getting that early mana boot just feels so good when you're a support.
Oh, yeah. It's a good feel. It's a good feel for the cores as well when your support has them, right? Mid, TA, getting
Rotation
ganked.
mid over on Analog. This thorny thicket makes it very difficult for her to move about, and it's another kill here. Leviathan really just making these nice moves. Top lane, though, doesn't mean that KP's alone. But there's only so much that Ector can do against him right now.
He almost wants to be alone to get some solo experience for himself as well, get to that level 6 on Doom. As long as he can get close to the creeps. And he has the ice armor to stay safe. 16 armor on Doom right now near the tower.
Schofield just trying to sap some of this XP in the meanwhile. It's making his way top, though, so potentially could make something happen, and Double-elimination just has to play so carefully down here, and it's pretty difficult.
Yeah, I mean, they gave up on bottom. He's making moves now on Schofield, trying to find a place to be useful.
Oh. Schofield, King Jungles.
All for the Wisdom Rune. Playing for it. He's not looking for the kill at all. I feel like maybe they could have gone for that. Shadow Realm was on cooldown.
Schofield needs this so bad, though. Like,
Yeah.
he needs to be able to get this Wisdom Rune. He's so far behind.
They do
There
get
he
it.
is. He is going to manage it. The TP comes out, though, and they will end up losing potentially both of these supports. Can you get denial? No.
Yeah, that's ultimately not worth it at all. You lose 2 heroes, you know, for that 1 Wisdom Rune. They did take the other one as well, but that's just because Double-elimination can't really even go to his lane that easily.
Yeah.
Troll is just bullying him the moment he shows up. And Troll is going for a Maelstrom Rush build, has the Javelin and Gloves already, so he is getting close. 1,300 gold for his full Maelstrom already. We're only 7 minutes in.
I know.
Oh, they're trying to kill him. 3 heroes on him now.
They need to do something down here.
Any TP?
Double-elimination really would love this kill. The silence, the slow. We'll be able to bounce him right back. And then he's used his ultimate, so they need to just make some space here. They need to stay alive. King Jungle sitting very, very low. Oh my god.
You know what? He'll take that.
He'll take it.
Yeah, Minos will definitely take that. He dies, but he got a kill before. 4 heroes bottom, and his team is now shoving in mid, and Doom is free farming top. So, you know, it's a great kill for Dire, and they definitely needed this, but it's still not enough. They need even more than this now.
Leviathan definitely has control of this game's tempo currently. Nice
Yeah.
deep ward over here, placed by Zephyr.
Mid tower is getting hard to defend. They're wrapping all around it, and Sniper is just laying into it.
At this point, I think you just keep trying to put pressure on the bottom lane.
Yeah. Try and get some tower for yourself.
Yeah.
Minos is down there. Without ulti, he has to be a little bit careful.
They see him at the gate. Llama also was like, oh, I could come here too.
He roots him, but it doesn't matter. Root doesn't stop it.
Middle tower goes down. There's the spot over onto Zephyr. But he's just gonna go flap those little wings and get away.
Llama trying to get his level 6 on top lane now. Very close. He's like 1.5 or 2 creep waves here. Scared of the Doom though. He's obviously level 7 already, so a Doom and Scorched Earth will kill him. Oh, he's showing on lane. VP not going immediately for it. Finds himself the pack leader aura on Doom.
That was a good one.
Or speed aura, sorry, not the pack leader. It's gonna make him a little bit faster for these Dooms.
He's got the phase boots too, so we'll be able to make moves for sure. But it seems like they're playing very cautiously in the top lane. These lanes have not gone well for Heroic.
Yeah, not really, but now is when they start swinging and using the jungle a little bit as well. Like TA can clear jungle pretty fast.
Did they even? I don't think they were able to make any stacks though. I think everyone was pretty much just
No, they were busy dying.
pinned to their lanes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you can wonder if they could have done more on the bottom lane instead of trying to contest the troll and Jakiro so much. Maybe just try and leech experience a bit more and like make a quad stack on the ancients for the TA. But they thought that they were strong, and usually they are. The Murtapos Pango lane, I even said it in the draft, that's a pretty good lane, but obviously they got outplayed, and the troll and Jakiro also is a super duper strong lane. The Liquid Frost does a lot of damage, not to be underestimated. And look at that, he clicks on the Weaver and he's just ticking down a lot. Only a level 3.
Just gonna bathe in those seeds of serenity. Top lane though, trying to make a play. We'll see. Oh, they don't manage. Yeah, they'll turn their attention over to the Doom. Drop the calling. Rolling Thunder comes in.
Yeah,
and just slowly but surely slap them around. They'll get a kill on Doom. In comes Stinger. Schofield's sitting fairly low here. This is not looking good for him. I think he's going to expire. And in comes Minos. Analog taking a lot of damage. The Assassinate comes through. They'll get the kill. And King
Assassinate number 2?
Yeah, the Assassinate number 2. There it is.
It's so satisfying to watch the reset on the Assassinate cooldown. Sniper getting a very nice fight there as the Pango roll was running out. He couldn't stay on the Sniper and disable him. So they do get a nice kill to start with, but they lose the tower and they lose 3 heroes. Painful stuff for Dire.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how do you staunch this bleeding that's happening, because Leviathan, they're playing excellent right now.
I think you gotta start playing around. I mean, they want the blink on TA, but maybe you start playing a bit around the Weaver. He is still pretty strong at this point. Every single Pango ulti, you have a bit of a chance too, but maybe you just need to farm key items right now. TA without blink is not gonna get onto that Sniper. Not gonna be able to fight into a Troll at all as well. Troll is just a good counter hero.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
For now, looks like Radiant are just enjoying a little bit more of the map and farming quite happily. Weaver's still getting his stuff done though.
Yeah, just like checking in with like items that are on the wish list. Looks like the Martas think about a Rod of Atos. Maelstrom is completed now for the Weaver. Gonna be going towards the Dragonlance as is next.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna see the mech into Pavis from the Jakiro, probably.
Classic.
Yeah, the survivability build, and pair that up with the Shivas that Doom is working on. You can get a lot of damage mitigation going. That's probably a good idea against this minus armor strat. Just get a team that increases armor.
Vylon, he's trying so hard to get this Blink Dagger. It's just proving to be quite difficult. And Zephyr's just hanging around here, just giving a couple clicks off every once in a while. Is alone, but doesn't really have anyone else nearby. Potentially could get this as a
Welcome to Pangoland.
Yeah, just there we go.
That's the
Alright,
worst
a little bit
spot
too
to be.
much.
Dire's bottom tower is
A little too much confidence from Zephyr there, thinking like, oh, I can just sit here and plink away.
Yeah, usually you're fine. You press Shadow Realm, you're happy Dark Willow, but against Pango, not so not so simple. Beautifully, you know, pinballed back and forth there on Rolling Thunder, but great place to find a Willow as well.
Well, he's gonna be happy because he could afford that blink dagger if he wanted to go for it, but he's going back and forth a little bit on what he wants. Still holding on to that gold. Bottom lane.
And Schofield has been struggling to find the good dead shots this game, I feel. Maybe that was a scouting one earlier, but he's not really seeing this Murta work out that well so far.
Get the damage.
Beautiful
Nice.
Willow Q
Into
there.
the terrorize. Assassinate landing over onto King Jungle's. Analog trying to just slow them down. Puts that meld strike down. Ektor gonna have to time lapse away. They need to get out of that macro pyre. Schofield uses his ulti. He's making his way, trying to get a single kill, but doesn't appear to be able to do it. So he'll just reset.
Yeah, nothing lost in the end. 5 heroes brought there by Heroic, and still we had Troll just free farming on the side, so not too bad for Leviathan, I guess. Of course, we see Weaver use that high mobility, just farming along the edge of the map here, bottom as well.
Is they going Divide Llama here? Yeah, alright. There's the Gleipnir coming into play, whirling axes. Plus the little Bedlam. It was a joint effort.
Yeah, hope you like roots, Pango. They brought 3 of them.
Gross.
That's a nasty item to go first item on Troll. The Gleipnir really sets up these kill potentials for him.
Yeah, looks like the BKB is next, and it's going to be very difficult for them to stop him once he has that.
I like that choice. It's a very good item build for how they want to play the game. They also have the Maelstrom on the sniper, of course, with the Dragon Lance.
Team Lightning.
Yeah, a lot of lightning in this game as Weaver also has his. Not seeing one on Pango yet. Also, Pango went back for the Echo Saber instead.
Okay. Do you like that?
Yeah, I like it. He's gonna go
Yes.
Blink next, but I think Echo Saber is more crucial to get first.
Okay.
You gotta help yourself. You can't help anyone if you don't help yourself first. That's the kind of feeling I get from Echo Saber. You get a bit of damage, get a bit slow, and also importantly, that 15 strength can really save your life.
It's definitely one of those tools that helps propel you forwards in the game instead of just, hoping that you can find the kills with the Blink Dagger.
Yeah,
It's an investment in yourself, so to speak.
it is. Tia also opted to go for a Deso instead of the Blink, so both of them had the early Blink speed up angle.
It's rooted.
Same thing we saw before.
I don't think he gets out of this one. No, does not.
The movie ends the same way this time.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
No
attack.
differences. They are finding a lot of farm bottom with the K1, but with this kill, it looks like they're going to go straight into Roche here. Stinger and Minos just going in.
Schofield's hero looks so ridiculous on my screen right now because he's like bugged out, so he's stuck in the
Flailing animation?
no, not the flailing one, just like hunched over, like looks like he's dead.
Oh, the low HP animation. I
Yeah,
guess.
low HP animation. Just like skateboarding around. Yeah, you can see it.
Oh yeah, I see that on stream. I don't have that.
Yeah.
I'm watching in game.
I wasn't sure if it was gonna show on in game.
My old back.
I know.
Radiant's
Oh, so old. I feel ya. Alright, the tower should go down, but as it goes down, there's gonna be an Aegis picked up from Minos.
Yeah, so pretty good trade. I mean, you lose your mid tier 1, but you now have a troll that cannot be contested, so tier 2 towers could be an option. They do need to address this Weaver. He's getting way too much bottom. He is getting closer to a Lincoln Sphere. Obviously would be great here against the Doom. Not too many single target abilities to trigger it as well. Hey.
Doom is making his way over. They spot him out. Also see Zephyr making his way.
Haven't seen him buy a ton of small items and utilize this Devil's Bargain yet, really. I feel like wouldn't Gluttony just have been better in this game so far? I haven't seen too much buying and selling from him.
I haven't seen much either, but I also have not been like zeroed in on him the entire time, so perhaps.
Maybe there will come a time. I mean, late game he can just swap his item builds like nothing. You
There we
know?
go. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly when the appropriate time is for picking that facet, but
I think if you don't have a great plan around it, just go Gluttony. Stoikov getting run at mid here. Sniper doesn't have this shard yet.
Minos is on his way though. They're running, so if they can't pick him up fast enough, they're gonna be in trouble. Looks like they'll be able to find themselves a sniper. King Jungles will get hit here by Minos and all those thorny thickets. But everybody else looks like they should be able to escape. So a little hit and run. They end up losing a support. You're happy with that if you're Beast Coast. Or sorry, not Beast Coast. God, I'm so used to saying Hector on Beast Coast. Heroic.
Yeah. I feel like the more I see TA eyeing up a kill here, has to blink and Deso.
This is a big one. Yeah, Schofield setting it up. Big meld strike. Needed just a little bit more damage. We'll drop the calling, and that'll be enough.
Nice. Nice W there from Murta, catching him in the end. Did get the D ward first at least, so always something for him.
But it
Oh,
is
he
so
didn't
bizarre.
actually. Oh, he didn't. I thought he got second on attack health, but no, they still have the ward.
It's so bizarre to see, like, oh, K1. There's no vision though. Like, it's a little spooky to go over there. You don't know who else is gonna be with Minos. It's so bizarre to see these former Hamburguesa Beast Coast players like against each other because they were like the longest running Dota team squad for like so long.
Yeah.
It's just so weird. Times they change. Times are changing, but still.
Yeah. Gotta find success somewhere else, I guess. But, you know, obviously the players know each other very well. Understand how they want to play. Weaver now farming Ancients, has the entire Lincoln, so you could keep being aggressive in this game. I was looking around, it's only... Yeah, they only have 3 single target abilities, right? They have the Cursed Crown in this game, Assassinate and then Doom, so very, very good Lincoln's game. You can block out those spells reliably.
As Weaver has not had a single death so far. He's playing very, very smartly.
Yeah, and while being pretty aggressive, that's the impressive part.
Yippee.
Doom, no blink yet, so can't reach.
It's slow. Immediately goes, pops to pierce the veil.
That was a good Pierce to Veil. He disjointed the Assassinate. He, or became immune rather, as it landed. Good timing.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They're doing a good job of avoiding the hunting that's coming out of Leviathan right now, I have to say.
Well, they're trying to shove them away, and now with the Blink Dagger on Doom, they might actually be able to catch people.
Has fallen.
Yeah, that's big. That's very, very big. If we go for the Tormentor, you see that it is being pinged out.
We'll see if either team is gonna make moves for it. We have that mech Pavis completed now on Jakiro, just got his Pavis.
Dweilama has to be so careful here. Like,
Oh.
you're gonna hang around the Wisdom Rune spot. You need to be ready to run at any moment, or at least have some more vision. There's no vision there. That was a little risky.
Just go for a Tormentor. Not the best heroes for it, but you know, they're all in the area, so let's just go for it. Willow, close to dying here. He actually uses up. Barely survives.
And gets herself a nice little treat for it. The extra 4 brambles. It's just gotta be Bramble City coming
Yeah.
out from the start below.
It's a very nice shard, I feel. Also the faster tick on the stun, the 1 second extra or faster tick is really important.
Tower is under attack.
13 seconds for this Aegis, and then it's going to time out.
Yeah, mostly a farming Aegis. The first Aegis is usually just to secure your team, right? It's kind of hard to commit too much into pushing high grounds. I would have loved to see them make a move for 1 tier 2 tower, but it's all been about farming this game.
Now, as this gets later and later, because it definitely feels like Leviathan, they've been making all the right moves. They won their lanes. How does it look for Heroic here?
I think late game they're pretty damn happy here. They have great support for it. It's all about the positioning for Sniper,
Ooh.
though.
Did you see Zephyr bugging out on the screen there?
No, what happened to him?
Oh man, he got hit with the dead shot, and he just got stuck between 2 trees. Like, he just started bugging out. That's a very dead stinger.
Yeah, finds himself getting
Just like
caught by
this
the
very
TA.
specific. And the shard has picked up on TA too, as our observer's showing us. And now the Psionic Trap has
Silence.
more range and silence, which
Yeah.
is super nice.
Yeah, and the Hurricane Pike as well on him, so he can play that aggressively. He didn't feel scared to jump in for the Jakiro. If anything goes south, he can always pike back again. So he's pretty ready and happy to fight now. Going for a Chrysalis next.
They're
wanna
TPing in.
Defend
They're
top.
not defending this.
That's hard.
Doom's gonna get used over on Schofield. Divine Llama. This is gonna be a dead Schofield. Divine Llama does use the Rolling Thunder though, and he's gonna be chasing after KP. They know he's much less of a threat now that there's no longer Doom available to terrorize. Lands over onto Divine Llama. In comes Analog. Finishes off KP, and they want Minas now. BKP is gonna get used. And he's gonna turn his attention now over to Hector. They pop that Lincoln's gonna have to use the time lapse. And he just can't seem to fight back fast enough for those brambles. They're everywhere. Analog like to get some more damage. They'll throw out, you know, some of these ignites, see if they can't get a little bit more. Big meld strike again. Those roots coming into play. Divine Llama running forward. They'll get the kill on Minos, but that's a lot of damage placed onto the ground for Stinger with the macro pyre. Another meld strike. These brambles, they're disgusting. They finish off Stinger. Analog though, he's looking a little bit spared here. Might be able to get out Stoikov on the back line until Divine Llama gets the double kill. And Analog, oh, where's the detection? Oh my god, it's a double kill.
Oh, yeah, they didn't have enough sentries for that fight even to bring with them. They didn't have detection enough to spot him there by some now after the fight. But yeah, that was a horrible fight for them on Radiant. They kind of waited until Doom was dead and then went in past the cliff and took the fight. I think Troll hesitated a bit too much. If he ran in immediately and helped his Doom before he dies, maybe that's a good fight. But the way it played out, it was just worst of both worlds. You lose your Doom, and then you go in and take the fight in a bad spot.
Man.
Yeah, that was a tough fight to watch, but a lot of small things there working out for Heroic as well. The TA was so close to dying, but yeah, they would see the initiation. I don't even mind the Doom on the Murta, like secure that you kill one target, but right here is where they either go in or go away, right? Look at the hesitation right there. It's like, do we help him? Do we help him? Could have gone in, but now you just stuck around and now you have to go in. From there, the fight was very tricky. The rest of his team couldn't go in and help him.
They're so like spread out, it feels like, that they can't figure out exactly like what's the angle here. And they did a good job with the brambles again. Like it caused a lot of issues, but
yeah. Back in the game, we see a bit of split push to the bottom tower. Radiant not defending it too heavily. Doom was in the area, but looks like bottom tier 2. Radiant is gonna fall here.
it's like Schofield's working towards the Aghanim Scepter for the parting shot, where you shoot someone out of their body, a la Doctor Strange.
Yeah, one of the most complex abilities in Dota.
Oh, Hector.
Oh, in the game, we have Minos going down. He's gonna die here.
Dude, yeah, he uses BKB. He's gonna turn back around, uses his ultimate, starts clicking away over to Divine Llama, but Divine Llama, he's got to get out of there. That extra armor not gonna be quite enough, so a good thing that Stinger was there. Plus is going on in-game. Some pressure being put onto the tower. The TPs are coming out mass, though.
Weaver's Doom.
Jungles just wants to try to keep his core alive, as he's just out-rooted into place and will eventually fall. I mean, it's getting a double kill. Is it going to be a triple? Feels like it might be, as he's chasing after King Jungle. Does manage to get the kill onto Zephyr, thanks to that little burn left over, but yeah. KP will take that 5.
Whoa. Zephyr didn't die to the Ignite. He died to attacking a creep that had the shard from Ogre on it.
Oh my
he
God.
attacked a fire-shielded creep and got fireballed by it. I was looking at him like, yeah, he's going to be fine. Ignite won't kill him. Zephyr didn't pay attention to that the creep was protected by the Ogres.
Oh my God. There's so much going on in that fight. I just assumed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, glad you caught that. That's
Oh no, I have a buggy
bad.
animation from Murta. I have the flailing one where she's being
nice.
stunned. It's yeah, you have it too on screen.
Oh yeah.
It's great. Murta is just feeling all kinds of goofy for this game.
She's got a lot of feelings, that girl. Strikes me as, you know, someone who keeps a diary, listens to some emo music.
This is the best animation for flailing, honestly. It looks silly.
Roche is going down, though. This time it's going to be Heroic that tried to get into the pit, and they have all that negative armor, so should make fairly short work of it.
Can't help but get the Ministry of Silly Walks in my mind here from watching her. This is Monty Python stuff going on.
All right. Got the Aegis picked up. Cheese is going to be placed over onto Weaver.
Oh, TA chasing after his Takiro. He doesn't have any Force Staff.
to be a little careful. Oh, very nice dead shot here. Pushing him into the corner, plus the silence. That's one hero picked off, and you're feeling good right now if you're heroic, because that Takiro honestly has caused them quite a bit of headache.
Yeah, that dead shot was on downtown as well. That level 10 talent is so good. 350 extra cast range on dead shot does also mean you have 350 extra range on it twice. So it's like 700 because it's the targeting and the range on the bullet. Oh, sniper.
Another altercation. They really would love to grab Stoikov here. It'll make it so much easier if they want to try to go for a high ground push. Minos is here though, so Divine Llama, he's feared, he's rooted, he is dead.
Yeah,
the immediate smoke to see what else they can get.
Wrapping behind.
Schofield's just flailing his little arms away.
You better flail faster. Get out of there, buddy.
Immediately goes, drops a Pierce of Veil, wants to just run away. Rooted into place. There's those brambles we talked about. It's not looking good for him. They'll end up losing the Muerta.
Meanwhile, though, Stinger
dies again.
Yeah. Getting the treatment again as he went for a little bit of de-warding, but yeah, he got the Observer ward this time.
Oh, okay. Should be able to get out in time.
Oh,
no, they have the vision. They have him. This is going to be a dead Weaver.
Yeah, he did do the Shikuchi TP, but even if you're invisible, the TP still is visible to people around you. So they can see that there's someone invisibly TPing there. They can even see it's him. So Gleipnir, of course, roots him in place. Yeah, he was a little bit too far out as well. A lot of heroes bleeding out here. And this is when they have Aegis. Feels awkward that Heroic, the team with the Aegis, are the ones who are getting bullied right now.
Well, I think they were like quite split up too. They didn't go as a 5-man to go push a tower, so
it all comes
Divine
back
Llama
to...
saw an opportunity and it just didn't work out for him.
It all comes back to that Divine Llama go on the sniper there, but you know, too many heroes nearby to help out the sniper immediately. See Tormentor available for TA, and of course solo that again. Gets a little bit of help too.
Easy. Be a nice shard there for Ektor.
Always sweet to get your free shard. That one honestly speeds up your farm speed a lot as well. You can just run through stuff and it sends an easy extra attack out. What else do we have going right now? Sniper is working towards his BKB. He still needs some 1,000 gold approximately. Troll picked up a basher recently, so you don't want to get in melee with this guy right now. He's definitely going to be man fighting really well against the PA if he gets close to her.
I feel like you never really want to be up close and personal with the Troll Warlord.
You really don't.
At any given time, but especially now. Do you have a little bit of a smoke play? They see Minos. King Jungle's leading the charge. Meld Strike getting dropped down. They're trying to just lock him down if possible, but it's proving to be a bit difficult. Rolling Thunder going through again. Those brambles, my god. Doing so much. Over onto the back lines here. Schofield was trying to get a little fancy, a little tricky. Still alive. As there's the follow-up. In comes Ektor. And he's gonna try to man fight with Minos, but it's too hard. This troll just hits so fast, so hard. They've already lost Schofield. They've lost some of the supports. Need a little bit more damage here. Analog trying to do everything that he can. Can they go and finish off Minos the fast step? They do manage it, but looks like they'll end up losing Ektor. KP trying to teleport out, not going to be able to.
That was so close. The auto attack was right on him
close.
and would have died if it landed, but gets out. TA left unchecked in that fight pretty much as the rest of her team create a lot of space going in aggressively. They do lose the Weaver, but an amazing fight for them still there, I want to say. Taking down the Troll is a big effort here.
The Sniper still proving to be a problem, despite having 3 dead. Is very good at shoving out these waves, but...
He can defend a little bit, but the tower is still going to go down here to TA. Not deterred by his efforts. And there's a Tormentor right now that TA could go over and steal together with the Pango. Definitely going to go for it, and we'll see who gets the shard this time. It's going to go to Schofield. Kind of nice.
30% spell lifesteal. During Pierce the Veil. Nice. Still have that Aegis.
Yeah, it's going to time out by
10
natural
seconds.
causes like the previous one.
Yeah.
So both first and second Aegis not being used or getting taken out at least.
Alright, there it is reclaimed. The MKB completed now for Templar Assassin. 6k net worth lead going over to the side of Heroic, but it feels like it's very difficult for them.
Yeah, the entire net worth lead is basically just TA as well. Like, she is very far ahead, but then you have Pango's a little bit behind.
Oh. Zephyr's got tabs on him right here, and there's a sniper coming.
Yeah, snipers around. Not the easiest to kill off this Weaver, even though he doesn't have BKB. He has a Manta style now completed as well, so it can dispel some of these annoying things like the brambles, dispel off the Jakiro slows and so on.
His brambles, honestly, these fight, it just makes them all have to stand in place, and they can't afford to do that.
Yeah, it's super obnoxious to play against. It's really good at area denial in the fights, basically. And if you pair that up with Macropyre, it can be very hard to, you know, find space that you can move into in the fights. Both teams grouping up a lot now. They realize going alone is not really the play. Both teams smoking at the same time.
We do have a gem over on KP. He's had it for a little while now, but just to ensure that they can't immediately disappear on them.
Yeah, they're smoking towards their Weaver on the side of Heroic. Want to play towards him and make sure they have him in the start of the fight.
They took a wrong turn. Well, maybe not a wrong turn. They want to put up that vision, right, to get an idea of where the Dire are, but they are going to miss each other. Yeah. We'll see that they're doing a little push here in the mid. They could opt
They're doing their wraparound. Murtha's in, already going.
She is in, yeah. Schofield siding everything up. There it is. There's Rolling Thunder coming through. BKB being used on KP as Divine Llama rolling around on the back lines. They've already lost Zephyr and Stinger. Doom is going to get used over on the Pango, but he's just going to roll away. He's not locked into place. Trying to chase after Stoikov. They really want this kill. Ogre Totem from that Ogre happening as they finish off the sniper.
Yeah, that was
a little bit of a chase, but
that was a very risky commitment by Leviatan, just going and hitting that tier 2 tower. They smoked, didn't connect on anyone, and you know, when you have heroes like Sniper just pushing into a tier 2 tower without any clue where the opponents are, it's risky business, because the moment they're behind you, you're just running, and you want to be able to stand still in DPS, but he was not allowed to do that at all here.
Felt like Doom got held onto for a little bit longer than
I think he got caught by the Aghanim's from Murta. I think, was it him that she parting shotted? I saw her parting shot either him or Jakiro immediately.
Bottom Rats is going to get ripped apart here by Ector.
Yeah, going for the melee too a little bit, but make it out.
Got a little fire shield on. Everything just so fast. It's all changed around. They've got these waves pushed out. They can put the damage down if needed.
Heroic looking to be in a pretty firm control of the game right now. They don't have to go for the racks that badly. Just working on more and more advantage. All their heroes are scaling really well. We have a little gift for Divine Llama. He gets the bottle from Analog here, so you know, he doesn't want it anymore. The TA is starting to outscale her inventory at this point. Get stuck in a nice little spot here. TA taking a vacation.
Sometimes you need that, you know?
Yeah, the trees, you know, just sitting still until the Hurricane Pike can push her free.
Tired of girl bossing. Now into, you know, what was that, the whole meme? Like, girl laying down, girl relaxing.
Yeah, she's been putting in work. 10 and 2 in this game. Not bad performance. And bottom lane, the racks.
Ector just walks in.
Yeah, the moment you leave your base, they're trying to get out and do something to prevent this free farm. But A1 is just keeping them there.
Still got that one illusion that's like trying. You have the Doom available again, but he has to get there fast enough and sneaky enough to be able to apply it. Especially when you consider that he's got that Linken's.
Super hard to doom a Manta Linken's Weaver. And even if you do, he can Hurricane Pike still to get away. The level 25 can't come soon enough for this Doom. He definitely wants to mute here. Or I guess the break isn't bad either. We'll see what he takes. The break is really good against TA, honestly. If you can get a Doom on her, take away her Psyblade range, you can basically turn her into a melee hero, which is a bit obnoxious for her.
It's a lot of movement towards this top here. They're smoked up on the side of Leviathan. They know that Roche is up.
Yeah, they're moving over. A lot of traps in this area.
So many traps, though. They know.
And
they know that there's going to be a battle. They're losing their racks, though, because they just committed here into the pit.
He can just keep going on Weaver, too. He's going to go for mid.
Yeah, I mean, why not? He's just ripping apart their building. Somebody's got to do something here.
They want the Roche
He is
too,
gonna
though.
TP. All right, they're thinking about it. They'll go. They'll drop the calling in the opening, also with the macro power. They need to be careful not to take a bath in the middle of that. Roche not completed now. Stoikov sitting quite low over on the back lines as Divine Llama was looking for the opening. It's gonna end up getting doomed. Hector zipping through. We'll pop the Lincolns on him. End up losing Stinger, Zephyr, and Divine Llama as now Hector chasing KP around the pit. Knows that he doesn't have any way to cancel it out, so he will be able to TP out. And while off screen, you see Trolls, on the back line, so they do get Stoikov. There's gonna be another buyback here from Stinger. Wants to get in here as they're beholding this poor Troll in place and ripping him apart. Oh my goodness, a risky play coming out from the side of Heroic as they went and were putting that damage down into the base and then immediately pivoting for this Roche. They will be successful.
Man,
Who's getting that Ags?
Yeah, they're just rushing now. Yeah, who consumes it? It's gonna go to Pango, I guess, or no?
Pinko has his own.
Oh, TA got it, yeah. TA consumed it.
That was, oh man.
Easy Papa coming out from King Jungle here. They're pushing now top. Rax falling
Stoikov
quickly.
Buying back. They don't even have the whole team here. This is how confident Hector feels right now, as he does not have the rest of his team. He's gonna get held into the XD again, coming out from King Jungle. The Rolling Thunder over by Zephyr should be able to take out the Dark Willow, no problem. And they continue the onslaught.
Yeah, there's no troll. Didn't buy back yet, so.
The jump in from Divine Llama, followed up with calling. Bugs get dropped. Another buyback. Willow wants to get back in the fight, but
even with that buyback, they could still push here. TA is not feeling scared about a sniper.
Still got that Aegis.
Yeah, Doom also on cooldown has the Aegis. This is a good time to go and just get these racks.
Yes,
Just has to commit up the high ground here, but.
Well, I mean, all the brambles make it a little tricky, but look at the range. Yeah, just finish it off, no problem. That shot. Log just sitting back. He's double silenced, getting out to play. So much damage being dished out. Schofield finding himself Stoikov again. Will be forced to use that BKB as the middle racks goes down, and now they have Mega Creeps.
Yeah, Mega Creep secured. I don't think they're gonna stick around too much here. Still hovering though.
I don't know. I mean, you've got an Aegis. You're feeling powerful. You know that they've used buybacks. If they make one wrong step, I think that Heroic capitalize on it.
Yeah, they might. It's safer to just chill for a bit here and get the advantage as well, though. Neutral items to be picked up, a lot of things to be claimed.
Yeah.
There's even Tormentor. We see them drawing on the map. Just use the map is what the Ogre is saying right now in jungle. That was a nice play by Schofield going in as the Murta there, using his ulti to allow the TA to take racks, by the way. He just committed in and said, you know, I'll shove them away. I'll give you the space to finish the racks. And catch Weaver, but with BKB, Manta, Lincolns, it's just impossible to lock down.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that because Schofield's one of my favorite Clockwork players, I think, in the pro scene. And he's playing it very similar in a way to Clockwork, right? The fact that he's putting his body in there, he's making the separation, this area, trying to cut off, which he does frequently when he's playing with the cogs and whatnot.
Yeah, the play was definitely a play that he would have done the same thing if he was Clockwork, try and get in there and just, you know, allow it to happen.
35k net worth lead here, going to the side of Heroic. It was looking real good for Leviathan earlier, but a couple of these fights just switch things around very quickly. We're seeing Divine Rapier queued up for Analog too, I'd like to mention.
Yeah, he is getting ready to add a lot of damage here as well, and you know he's getting close to full gear cap, so makes sense that he's queuing up some big item. Could go Moonshard before the Aegis times out as well if he wants to get even stronger during this Aegis. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they bring in. Looks like they're going for a Nullifier over on Hector as well.
I feel like this has been such a what's the word? Like such an efficient but quiet game for Hector.
Yeah, he's been having
the jump in over into the mid lane. The Rolling Thunder Doom's gonna get used on Divine Llama, but the rest of the team here, they're just able to sit back. Have to be a little bit careful because of these brambles. Don't want to get rooted too many times. But they have themselves a double damage on this TA, and she wants Stinger. It's not gonna be able to quite manage, so they'll turn their attention over to the towers. I've already used the BKB on the Weaver to ensure that they're able to grab it. This is very scary right now. How do they approach this?
absurd damage. They're just pushing on TA here. Have to get on her somehow, but with the Aegis,
Drop the Atos over onto Stoikov. Their eyes are on the prize. I love this. I love the discipline coming out right now. So force forward, use the Manta, got the shield. An open throne right now. They need to get rid of Heroic here. Go step there from Stinger. He's tired of getting just clicked down to death.
yeah, we see why the Nullifier is already queued up on that Weaver. He buys out his stuff right now, actually. Just needs to get his helm delivered, and then he can deal with these pesky saves. There's really so many saves.
Like you said, there's so many routes too, like coming out from these teams.
Yeah, definitely a lot of
Brambles,
control.
you got the Bleat in there.
A lot of control. TA again could take another Tormentor here. Aegis timing out soon though, waiting for his team to arrive. He's gonna solo it. And that's just more gold and experience advantage coming in here. TA closing in on level 28. Massive levels here. They're recently at level 25 on the Pango as well, so he has the Rolling Thunder cooldown.
Darn. Nice dodge there.
We always see them like try to catch him, and he just uses like 1 or 2 of his survival items, but he has like more. He has layers, like an onion, Moxie.
The onion cockroach.
Yeah.
As if cockroach couldn't get more disgusting.
Murta queuing up a Moonshard. This support Murta is gonna turn into a DPS Murta. By the way, he has shard. He has 2% spell amp from his shard. 2. In a 45-minute game, one single person has ever died next to Murta during her ulti. That's honestly impressive. I feel like he has really sacrificed himself early in all these fights, and as a result, you know, he just doesn't have much on the spell amp.
I mean, he is the Great Divide in some ways, right? Throws his body in.
Yeah, when he got the shard first, I was wondering if it was bugged because I couldn't see any percentage on it, but yeah, he just didn't have any. Okay then.
All right, what's the play here? Because they're not leaving their base anytime soon. Oh, we have the rapier. It's just locked, so that way.
Yeah, he has it ready, and
All right.
if he gets ganked, he doesn't drop a rapier right now, but he can unlock it whenever he feels ready to fight. I'm telling you what the play is. The play is wait for this ogre to finish cooking. He's getting a nullifier. He's gonna multicast that bad boy
my God.
onto everybody. The entire enemy team nullified. That's when you win the fight.
Oh my god, I want to see that so bad.
It's ogre has funny multicasts. Some of the items are pretty good.
That's what I need somebody to make. You know the Kool-Aid Man, where he busts through the little pokes here onto Minos? I need someone to make a gif of that, but then put
With
Ogre's face
nullifiers?
on it with nullifiers.
Instead of Kool-Aid.
Oh yeah.
That's perfect. Supports hating nullifier have the wrong mindset. Just be like King Jungle. Buy a nullifier.
Yeah.
Oh, he changed it. He's queuing up a hex.
No.
But Hex,
I mean, that's
Hex is even funnier.
still
Go
good.
60
Go
minutes.
All right, Stinger. All right, calm down there.
He's bargaining. He's bargaining
Yeah.
for 14 more. Oh, they saw Troll moving out into the jungle here. Been
It's just
spotted.
the light. Oh no. They could get here very quickly. Yeah, they get that
Jumps
little
open.
hash.
Acrobatics.
Just a back and forth. This is a troll's nightmare right now, right? He's stuck over in the corner. Do you have to be careful that the rest of the team has made their way over? Minos has taken a lot of damage here. He is silenced up. He's gonna try to fight, but Hector, he's dishing out so much damage. He sees Stinger on the back line, starts to think maybe I should go after him. Is going to go back, and they will lose Stinger. Hector just getting beaten down here by Minos, though. He got a little bit too greedy, a little bit too sure of himself. Schofield was doomed on the back line, so he'll be next to full.
They got both the
Except for
cores.
just clicking off.
All right, someone has to defend base. Sniper got
Yeah,
it.
someone does have to do that. Got that roll up on Divine Llama, root into place, so has to be careful. Curse Crown on top of everything else. They're putting everything here over onto this Pango, and they'll succeed, but they have left poor Stoikov home alone.
I mean, that was the perfect jump. Big shout out to KP in that fight. They got onto the TA, brought down the TA before she could do anything. Fortunate for her, she didn't unlock the rapier there before she died, but she died and fed. Look at the gold she gave. 1,797 plus 1,796. That is the biggest gold given that I've seen in a pro game in a long time. That is absurd. That might be one of the biggest I've ever seen for a pro game, actually.
Well, this is also going to allow them to be able to take Roche, which is a huge thing that they did not want to give away.
This is big for them. They want a minute 60. They can definitely get there now.
Jakiro can get himself this upgraded macro fire if he wants to. I can see that start.
Yeah, the start of the fight, but the important thing here is TA. She was alone at the top of the fight. You see how she gets caught here by Yules, actually, by the Dark Willow, and then
lines,
Doom
yeah.
follows up. That kill was so important. And then Doom comes in with his refresher, of course, goes into the fight again. That was a clean fight for them.
Very nicely done.
Back in the game, we have heroes respawning soon. Still Divine Llama, 45 seconds, though. Doom feeling confident on mid lane.
Jungles.
Base has to be defended. They can't really stay out here too long against the mega creeps. Oh no,
Send Stinger
Sniper!
back. Oh.
He's caught.
Stoikov, the chase is on. Uses BKB, uses the little grenade, pops himself up to the high ground. Hector still chasing though, is given the cheese. If not even going to be able to do it, he just pops too quickly. As the chase is on after Minos. BKB's been used by Hector. This is a big kill if they're able to get it. Zephyr in a good position though. Schofield placing himself, pushing them right back around. A couple more hits and they're going to be able to get the troll. Yes, they do. That'll be the Aegis. First life down. Zephyr crapping many people in those brambles, but eventually going to get chased down. Now KP, he's left behind here. We'll get the team off over onto Schofield, but Analog dishing so much damage, especially with Hector chasing after him. Dark Willow will buy back. They'll end up losing KP. Does have buyback, but now this feels like they can walk into the space a little bit more confidently. Minos pressing his body in between that Ancient, wanting to make sure that they can't just go for the hit, but they are just going to start clicking away. The buyback coming out from KP. The rolls coming out en masse on the back lines. You can see that Minos trying to just get these creeps off of his Ancient as the rest of them are trying to just force them away, trying to protect it.
Trying to back out now, just trying to
Schofield
reset.
looking back in, just throwing out a couple of these hits. Doesn't manage to be able to finish off Schofield. You can see now the swarm drop down. They're holding, though, for the time being, as Minos jumps forward again. Divine Llama just continuing to throw out all of his spells.
Thrown again, back in defending, and finally I think they're gonna back up on Heroic. They did a lot of financial damage there. They took out the Aegis, they got a lot of kills. A really crucial moment there in the first part of the fight when they were chasing after the troll. Doom was coming in, trying to look for a jump on TA, but Schofield was there. He got the parting shot on Doom before he could jump the TA, and that, I think, was super important for them to win that fight. If he didn't stop the Doom blinking in there, I think it could have been another successful fight for Leviatan, but it was a tricky spot all after that Sniper getting caught from his TP out.
Analog's feeling very confident. He's already put together that rapier.
Yeah, he had it at the start of that fight, so...
They're smoked up. They're looking for the angle. Looks like they might bait Hector. Rolling Thunder again. They see Stinger. Drop those brambles down. Chase is on over onto back lines. Minos running away from Hector right now. He's gonna try to fight.
Another kill and buyback.
All over. They are definitely using all their buybacks. Like you said, the financial damage. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, they're also really getting themselves so many win conditions now. There are a ton of heroes that if they kill them, the game is just over. Troll still has his buyback, but yeah, looking at the buyback status here, you know, it's starting to look grim for Radiant. Dire almost getting to the point where they can just get some travels and then all in push and just kill someone. If you die, you buy back in again. But minute 60, you know, we might get it. They said go minute 60 is 8 minutes away now. Will we see some exciting items? Ogre is 25, but obviously he got his power spike on level 24. He has that learning curve where he has the fire blast damage.
Got a hasted smoked TA over here.
I love the animation for the talents or the like changed talent tree for Ogre with learning curve. It looks so silly.
Oh yeah. Nice little flavor that they added here.
Great stuff. Oh, they're in again.
Okay, Divine Llama, he's in. Schofield dropping down that Pierce the Veil, trying to just make that separation as Divine Llama pushes everybody away. So look at Stinger, he's down. No buyback on the Jakiro. BKB was already popped on KP. This is starting to get even more scary. They don't have that protection now. Zephyr
Sniper
smoked up with MNZ. And while this is, yeah, look at Hector. Hector's like, you know what, guys? I'm just eyes on the prize. But Minos says, no, don't hit our base. He's going to be able to follow up the stuns in place. tries again. Another force away, trying to buy a little bit more time. The Fury's all right. He's still alive. He's got the Curse Crown on him, though. And the rest of the team, look at all the Brambles. Oh, my God. On the back line, they'll end up losing King Jungles. King Jungles, he's going to buy back this Ancient so low. They've almost managed it. They'll just call the GG. They realize that this is just going to be too hard with all the rest of their team dead. What a battle. What a fight.
Yeah, they really made them work for it there, but in the end...
To do this. Can they do this, though? I think is the bigger question as we make our way into game number 2.
Yeah. Needed smoke up actually from Leviatan, moving out.
Yeah, King Jungle's holding on to their smoke currently. I'm not sure if we might see a late smoke to try to get those flesh heap steps like you're saying.
I'm just gonna ward up for mid, it seems.
They're coming to them.
Wrapping around. There is the Watcher.
Yeah, they've got the vision. Well, maybe not. Minos is right in that blind spot, so perhaps...
They saw the Brewmaster for like a split second there, so... He's just baiting. K1 is saying, you know, come close to me, come close to me. There's no punch in the tree line hooking you to a tower. No reason to go towards this guy. They're gonna high five a little bit, you know, like, okay, we see you, we respect you, we're not gonna get closer than this, but a high five, you can have that. Can they block up and D-ward? Yeah, these teams, they know each other well enough here. The mid pudge, they know what he's all about. He can do that cheesy hook for the big creeps, get some advantage on mid lane.
A bit of a disruption here.
Perfect timing hook by Analog, so he steals one rune away from the Tiny. That was actually just a flawless timing on the hook on the bounty rune spawn, so looking good for Analog so far. 1 for 1 on the hook, I counted.
All right, we're gonna give quiz time and say how many hooks. What's the percentage?
I'll keep an eye on him.
All right, top lane is what I want to kind of watch for here because they had so much trouble early on. They did go for the Liquid Frost yet again, so do have to be very careful in your positioning. Schofield especially, like, because he wants to be able to go and put out that harass, but at the same time needs to be able to hold on to those brambles in order to make the space needed.
It's you know, a dangerous lane overall, and he has to hide a little bit here. The Jakiro on him does not want to allow any block to go down on the camp. There's of course sentry as well that he put down, but now he knows it wasn't body blocked, so if the camp doesn't spawn, which he scouts with the courier, then he knows that there is a sentry. He's not gonna deal with that immediately. I was getting happy seeing a Jakiro just insta-kill a sentry ward by double hitting it. It's, you know, somehow satisfying. And they did sneakily block that camp again, so pinged out by Analog. He's like, I didn't get a creep.
Where's my creep? It's a skill crane game, right? You know?
Yeah.
Lots of harass being placed on Zephyr early by King Jungles. He's healed back up again.
Yeah. Bottom lane, we haven't talked about so much, but, you know, have that Dying Light on Phoenix. Very, very strong facet. Basically a soft version of the Witch Doctor Radiance.
A little bit of chase onto Zephyr. Not too concerned. Top lane, they did try to make the moves on Divine Llama, and as predicted, Schofield, you know, holding onto the Thorny Thicket, does make sure that he can kind of escape, but does have to be careful. He sticks around a little bit too long, because there's only so much that Dark Willow can do.
Yeah, bottom lane Rage getting used as well, but nobody really in danger of dying. Top lane is probably the more scary place right now. Mid, we see a bit of shenanigans, pulling the creeps, gonna bottle up something, and he's looking for a hook in the jungle. He doesn't just want the lane creeps, he's looking if he can find anything else. Can actually fix his camp here immediately as well.
There we go.
He's going for the big camp, looking for a creep. Or actually parking the creeps between his tier 1, tier 2, it seems.
A little bit easier to get that hits off, you know?
Top lane brawling.
Singer taking a decent chunk of damage here.
Schofield is in there, getting those auto attacks out.
This is good. They're secure themselves that Lotus, 3-minute Lotus, by pushing the wave out and by making them a little too afraid to approach.
TP mid? Tiny's still strong here.
He's not able to finish off Analog, though. Another thorny thicket. I don't think Analog really wants to be facing off, as Zephyr gets the first blood by killing Hector.
Wow, so bottom, they do find a kill there.
Everything happening at once.
Combination there with the Cinder Brew and the Phoenix.
A little surprised. I was looking at the mid lane, so I wasn't able to see exactly what was going on there.
Yeah, just over time, taking a lot of damage. Lifesteal doesn't really steal that much life early on anymore. You know, the Feast, it levels with Infest now, similar to Bloodseeker, who also got weaker at laning stage regeneration, but then stronger later on, of course. So sustaining in this lane is hard. Again, they roll out the barrel. Actually, yeah, he just rages and runs.
Do you know that song? Is that? I feel like that's very okay.
The Have Luck, Good Fun song? Or are you thinking
No, the Roll Out the Barrel.
Oh, different one, huh? So not the Witch Doctor. I only know Witch Doctor singing.
Top lane, again, trying to make the moves on Divine Llama. He's trying to get himself a little bit more space, but will eventually be rooted in. And unfortunately, I don't know if Schofield has it here. He's trying. Oh, there it is. There's the kill. And now Stinger versus Schofield. He's going to have his Shadow Realm up in just a second. He's going to turn back around, hold on for the maximum amount here.
Oh, he jukes it.
Oh, nicely done. Just dodges away. There it is, though. Again, these brambles. Stinger having to navigate, slow down quite a bit. But you know what? Divine Llama, he's back up and running. So this is going to be a dead Stinger. So the tip comes out, too.
He did pass the labyrinth test, though. So minigame completed. But, you know, the main game of Dota, he still died in it.
Disruption into the bottom lane. Trying King Jungle's alive a little bit longer. KP's taking tower shots, but he's fairly tanky with those double bracers, so not going to feel that too badly.
He's feeling quite happy down here. Bottom lane going pretty well for him. The CS is still advantage for Lifestealer. Mid, toss back possibly, but can't quite reach for it. The slow from Rot makes it hard for Tiny to walk up and get that toss back.
Zephyr's sticking very low here.
The rage gets used.
The little zip through. Ooh, Zephyr, did he go perhaps a bit too far? No, he was going to be able to possibly get this kill on Hector. There it is. And they'll end up losing both the sports in the bottom lane.
What a Chad play by Zephyr, just going in there, commits, realizing that this is going to be enough damage. And even if he dies, you know, that's just more time for KP to be soloing on this lane as well. Very nice.
Journey's also so low anyways, right? So at that point, just get the free ride home.
Yeah. He has TP ready as well, whereas the Shadow Demon does not have TP. He has to walk with Shame somewhere now. He's going to pop a solo smoke for it? No, just going to walk, I think. Does have the smoke, but he's resisting the dark urge to smoke to a lane.
The dark urge.
Divine Llama.
Top lane, the Divine Llama is being just dove under this tower. Analog's here, though. He's going to be able to go grab up Minos with the Dismember, and he's a little bit more damage, and he'll have it. Schofield coming in just a little bit off the mark with the Thorny Thicket. Analog doesn't have the hook up for another 11, but could potentially close his gap with the first crown. Use that rot. Couple more hits here, and that's a double kill. Very worthwhile of him to TP. But back on the other side, Stoikov also making his rotation. Will make sure that he can get the kill on Divine Llama. In comes Alex. He's going to have Dismember up again. If he wants to try to go for this hook. It's a little scary, though. It's not quite clear line.
One more toss? How much damage does it do here on him?
Ooh, okay. All right, here comes Amazio. Nice. Oh, no! From downtown.
Dude, I need to play some Crash Landing after these games. I've seen it a few times now. The toss damage is just absurd. People just melt to it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, toss. 350 damage from toss after reduction both times. That's a lot of damage.
PPs are coming out in here in the bottom. Start with the Curse Crown over onto KP. He does have split. He is level 6, so Schofield perhaps biting off a little bit more than he can chew as he's going to try to navigate around the brambles. Does manage to catch KP and Zephyr on a couple.
Yeah, now his Lifestealer though gonna be the target instead. They're keeping this catapult alive. Doesn't want to commit Brewmaster ulti for it. Could maybe have just gone to secure the tower with it, but he wants more. He wants to get kills as well with this ulti.
Yeah, Zephyr snapping up that Wisdom Rune to teleports out for it even.
He's rune
getting
spawns
closer and
top.
closer to that level 6.
Don't have a hook
Fast little
yet.
King Jungles here. I don't know. It doesn't quite have a clear line to go and grab Stoikov, but
Yeah, he needs more points in the hook as well. This is, this is the mid punch build. Last time we saw max hook. This is not max hook.
they want Stinger. Stinger navigating, like we said. In comes Stoikov on the back line, so Schofield being held into place. Do they have the... I mean, they could avalanche potentially here, but
he's
just
just
get the
dead.
toss. Not needed. Just being patient.
Yeah, no stress, just following him. And Willow isn't going anywhere. Tiny is way too fast with the face boots.
Hector, split gets committed. Toss out the rock. Venus is here. They've got plenty of damage here. Also coming out from Stinger. Doesn't have that infest, so he will end up dying.
Oh yeah, he used the
level
infest
6
earlier.
for Phoenix.
Very nice for them. That's going to be a tower for sure, and they can keep playing down here and free farm this area as well.
Are scanning.
Looks like Troll is going to go back top and do his job defending the top tier 1. So it is still daytime for a little bit longer.
Another 45 seconds, yeah.
Night Stalker not making a move yet with the Dark Ascension.
Looks like Pudge is working on the Eternal Shroud.
Yeah, big stack on that Ancient. ST is starting to poison it up, but it's going to take a while to clear this. It's not the fastest. They're smoking the Pudge for it. Okay, that's one way to kill it.
That's... Oh, okay. That's kind of cheesy, but I kind of like it.
Yep, it's not too bad. They can also turn this into a gank, I think. They have enough time to go for a gank after the smoke farm is completed here. Or maybe he just farms the second camp as well. Yeah, looks like it.
Ooh, there goes Schofield.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, and oh boy, this Willow. Oh, hold that thought as they get a hook over and grab themselves Stinger. This is Dark Ascension. They've got that double damage on Night Stalker. Divine Llama throwing down the
Daytime
silence.
though.
And yep, there it is. There's that egg. We talked about it.
Nighttime is back on. He does have the double damage rune still. He hits insanely hard right now. He can even just lay into his tower if he wants to. Glyph gets forced immediately. Looks like he's gonna go back and just farm. Take it easy. There's some big old stacks. Analog gonna go and clear this as well with 3 points in meat shield. Not flesh heap anymore. That meat shield is really protecting him.
Nothing like a shield made of meat.
Willow ticking down. Too much AoE damage here. Good macro pyre avalanche combo.
I feel like there's less... again, we talked about the fact that they have very strong ultimates coming out from the side of Leviathan. So once you get to level 6, that's when things are going to ramp up. It feels kind of less... not anticipatory, but... like just a little less climactic, I guess, for the side of Heroic, the way that, their heroes are designed.
Yeah, I mean, they're taking their time. Troll definitely doing more work early than a Lifestealer, I think is a big part of it. And the Night Stalker, well, he did swing by mid. He doesn't have the same threat as a Brewmaster with his level 6 timing. So right now, it is Leviathan, similar to last game, just owning the early game pretty well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just need to make sure that they can hold on to that lead. Because they did struggle a little bit with it in that last game.
I feel like their wards are really... Oh, face onto Willow again. Why is it always Willow?
It's always Willow. Well, it's because it's Schofield, and Schofield is used to throwing his body into dangerous situations to make space on the map, but sometimes he gets a little too carried away with it. Does manage to get his Ector out of harm's way, but...
Yeah, he may throw his body into dangerous places, and so is Tiny, coming in with that toss. Chasing after the Pudge now. The blink on Tiny here is very early. This is scary timing. He's the strongest man on the field right now, and he knows it, so he's just running around looking for anything bigger than just a Willow to kill. He wants to get a takedown on a Night Stalker, maybe even a kill on the Pudge would be big.
Would you like to see the Pudge be a little bit more active, or is this just kind of how it plays out until he gets that Eternal Shroud?
I mean, I would like to see him be more active, but at the same time, I understand where he's coming from. There's a lot of magic damage this game, and getting Shroud as soon as possible kind of protects him against all of it. So this is a logical way to play the game, I guess.
He's quite close to it, too, at this point. They've been really good about making stacks. King Jungle's, again, always being really on top of things here and keeping care of his own side of the map.
The moment he gets it, though, he really needs to step on the gas, because I feel like they need to swing the tide of this game. Right now, Lifestealer just wants to chill and farm, and Pudge has a lot of pressure on him to be the one to be the active hero. I mean, Night Stalker also has a Blink Dagger now, so Blink Dagger complete, Eternal Shroud almost up.
Denial on the tower in the mid lane. Oh.
Might see a smoke here. One of the 3 smokes gets used from Leviatan.
With this. They're just waiting, I guess, on the other side.
Both
Do you
teams
have
smoke.
egg available and Macropyre? Plus split by Llama. Okay, they'll find it. Ooh, a little bit faster than Stoikov here. Nice grab back over onto KP, but Schofield's here with that Terrorize. So Analog, again, he has finished up that Eternal Shroud. He's going to be able to walk away. Bit of a dodgy thing here.
A very good fight still for Heroic. I mean, they just dodge out of the Macropyre, dodge out of the Avalanche, and they're happy to, you know, force some abilities to get used like that. Both teams did commit a smoke there as well, so no real advantage going either way.
It does reveal the blink, though. I'm not sure if they were aware of that just yet.
Yeah, that was... he did show it for a little bit on Night Stalker on top lane, but...
Okay.
Oh,
Zephyr's a silence. Not going to be able to quite get this egg off if he's not able to get away. Yep. So that's a nice hit and run for the side of Heroic.
Tiny building towards his Echo Saber next. Just gonna keep farming as well. A lot of clearing Ancients in this game, both from Radiant and Dire.
Not as impressive, though, over on the side of Dire, because they don't have the King Jungles to stack for them. But
yeah, that's true. They've been doing a good job stacking on Radiant, like missing hardly any of the spawns here, I feel. Getting so much value out of it.
yeah, it does feel like both of these cores have been very little bothered, right? Like, Minas has been able to free farm. Hector has had a couple, like, little scraps back and forth here with KP, but for the most part...
Yeah, every
they've been left
core...
to their own devices.
Every core getting pretty big in farm. K1 probably the one that's a little bit behind, I guess. He is trailing behind the Troll by 1,700 gold right now. Top Willow again. And
Trying to teleport out, but they have the
work.
ground targeted stun, so that's going to be a dead Schofield.
Yeah, they're always gonna punish him.
And look, sees Minos, thinks about it. All right, the signs from Divine Llama, the grab here. Dismember, follow up. They've got the Sun Ray. So if he's silenced, though, they'll finish him off. Egg will get used. It's daytime, so they just want to back off. So, unfortunately, for Zephyr...
And nice use of the Dark Ascension to reset the silence duration there as well. Chain silencing him. Now
Divine Llama is thinking about it. Stinger is nearby.
he's a Night Stalker with his ulti, so he's just going wherever he wants. Very hard to stop this.
I think he gets a +1. He could probably get himself another kill, but...
A lot of farm top as well for him to recover on now. Get some more stuff going towards that BKB. But you know, that's
these boys look fairly happy as they're playing.
oh yeah, they should be happy right after taking down the Minos Troll there. Not sure what he was doing that far up on Troll. I guess he was looking for something with this Gleipnir. Again, looking to be active and finding some kill participation, but that does allow the Lifesteer to get a little bit closer in net worth to him. The gap is not as big anymore.
Got the completed Veil, and we're gonna see the Shiva's Guard eventually for the Pudge.
I would like to see him to get to the Aghanims at some point as well, but he's going full survivability first here, not increasing his damage yet. There's the invasion coming in. Oh, this man fighting the
jump over onto
Lifestealer.
Lifestealer. He's gotten fast though, so he's gonna just run to the safety of his tower. The team is teleporting in to provide that extra support. Look at Analog placement. Stinger. It's gonna be the first one to get found over here. A nice Terrorize too, just pushing everyone away. The grab onto the Troll. This is looking very, very spooky for him. He's trying to fight his way through, but I'm not sure it's going to be quite enough, as he will end up dying to the Pudge. Hector chasing after the Phoenix, not going to be able to quite manage it, but now Stoikov has got quite a few stacks on him. Nice avalanche. Can they close the gap, though, is the question. They'll throw out the brambles. He's flicking blind hook not long enough. So it looks like he'll survive.
Yeah, he doesn't have that.
Top lane.
Oh.
There's some pressure being placed onto Divine Llama. Got to do this during the daytime for sure.
Yeah, he's in trouble
Zephyr
here. The
joining in,
Radiance.
drops that. Yeah, a follow-up, and that's a very dead Night Stalker, which unfortunately activated his Dark Ascension just a little too later.
Yeah, he didn't expect to just get run down and killed there, but he used the Void stance on Brewmaster, something that not all Brew players are good about doing, but you get a lot of slow when you tap into that Void stance, drunken haste the enemy, and run them down.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
And yeah, burning down. That was good though. They needed something because the fight bottom was hardly even a fight.
They've lost Minos a couple times now. It just feels like he's maybe just too far ahead sometimes, or just out of position, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, he wanted to start something, but was so close to a tier 2 tower. And that's where Pudge is very happy to take fights. You just, you know, hook people into the tower range. Nobody really can support you there. And the Pudge now, you know, we speak about him a lot, but he's 10,000 net worth this game, bigger than either of the carries.
He's had so many stacks that he's been able to take, thanks to King Jungles.
4-man smoke here. Big committed move again.
Yeah, they see that Hector is in the biangle. It's not triangle anymore. I can't say that. They'll jump on an illusion. That will reveal. So everybody's just kind of backing off now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Going for the reset. Nighttime's here though. Night Stalker.
Yeah.
He's continuing to farm. What's his next? He's going for the BKB. All right.
Still working on it. It got delayed a little bit when they ganked him top there, and he did go back for shard, so that's why the BKB is a little bit off. He bought the Ogre Club, then went shard. So he's farming pretty fast now with that. Shard is very convenient to have. You know, farming on low HP here, but he's just gonna go basic reset after this. He did take the Tormentor immediately. That's why HP is all the way down, so got that shard for Jakiro.
Schofield was looking a little low on health there for half a second there. So
Hector fixes him.
Last second disruption just to make sure does not die. So we get Schofield. Oh, that's a great Agnum shard. Even more brambles.
More brambles and yeah, more terror in general. Pavis is completed for Dark Willow, so a lot of Pavis being used, I feel, in these South American qualifiers.
It's just a good item for like survivability. It gives you just enough time to maybe, you know, get that one spell off a cooldown that can save your life, or...
Yeah, I feel like it's underrated, especially on some support heroes that do have that extra mana. I feel like Dark Willow is one of those heroes that, you know, you can obviously spend your mana quite easily on her, but you can also be pretty frugal if you want to, and then, you know, Pavis is a nice extra tool for her, a way to save your teammates.
I feel like the Pavis and the Force Staff, you can't really ever go wrong with those.
Yeah, it's kind of staple.
Pretty solid. I feel like it's been kind of a weird game, like watching this Pudge, because he's been active, but it's always been like, it feels like the cat that fell asleep with his paw open and a mouse wandered into it. Like, he's not actively hunting, right? Like, he shows up at the appropriate times. He's like, oh, this is good, I want this. But he's not like, you know, being super active around the map. Neither is like this Night Stalker, right? They're just in mode farm. Whereas Leviatan is really, you know, moving around this map, trying to just starve them out of these areas of high economy.
I mean, if you can play that way and still have kill participations, then that's basically ideal. If you're allowed to just focus on farming and yet the kills wander to you, and, you know, he's happy, he's growing, and late game, he's going to be absurdly tanky here. He has the Shivas now, so I would like to see him activate and stop, go off the beaten path a little bit and start looking for these fights. Bottom tower is getting contested now.
I like these wards that they have up, so if anyone comes from behind, like using the gate, Leviathan is in a position to see them and pounce. And
they have great vision to push the tower. They know that Roche could be available as well right now. Not the strongest Roshios on Radiant, but they might want to go for it themselves. So they're playing towards top now. They scan before they go through the gates to make sure that they're not hopping into 5 heroes.
Oh, look at all the lines being drawn. They're like, we go bottom, but like, they're not there anymore.
Yeah, now they're drawing
In fact,
to
I feel
super
like
around.
they've got to notice that, right? Like,
This
they
is
see
it.
nobody's there.
Yeah, this is the
we
move
go.
Pudge needs to get involved. Can they find Brewmaster before he ultis? It's gonna be a big
That is
deciding
the
thing.
question. They're letting Schofield and Llama both looking for this opening. We'll find Zephyr, not necessarily the person that they want, but with that silence, making sure that the egg doesn't get off. No, he is going to be able to make his way off. So there's going to be the toss over here. Analog looking for the hero he wants to grab. Egg will pop and they get the kill onto Vylama, but they've gotten their hands on the Stoikov. Can they finish him off in time? Those are the questions. The Sunray just so good. Plus this Infest bomb coming out will be able to finish off Tiny. Now they see Zephyr. There's going to be the hook back. Mino's on the hunt though, on the back lines. That Yule's coming into play. They need a little bit more damage, and look at this. They'll finish off Super. Look at Schofield. Analog will fall. Hector trying to man fight here against KP, against MNC. The buybacks are coming out. The Jakiro rejoining this fight. He's just looking very, very scary right now. KP, he's already used the split. A little bit of a slow being placed over onto Hector. King Juggles, he's in position though for the disruption. Ice Path trying to buy him a bit more time here. But again, you've got that Rage. You should be able to run down KP. The slow though, they're real. There it is. There's the kill. Now Hector having to fight his way through. Cannot do it. Minos, he's back. He's here. He's fighting, and he gets the kill on King Jungles, but he ends up dying in the process. What the? What?
He dies, and he actually died first, so he got a ton of experience.
God.
Look at King Jungle. He's ahead of the Night Stalker in experience.
I need a replay on that.
Wow, he was super low going in there. Thought that he could, help and contribute to the kill, but losing your carry at the end there, that's a painful sting for Leviatan. What a fight otherwise, though. A lot of things to break down. The Yule Scepter doing a lot of work for Zephyr there in the start of the fight, keeping him alive against the Night Stalker long enough that he could then survive. Also, the Force Staff did a lot of work.
33 I can't see the number so clear. Hold on. That little bit.
Yeah, that was a crazy. Yeah, the little disseminate towards the end there.
Was it 23? Physical damage. What ended up the nail in the coffin?
Yeah, I think he popped the Shadow Poison first, and then the little bit of disseminate towards the very end there killed him.
Yeah.
So technically, if he didn't keep hitting,
Yep.
then he might have lived. Who knows?
Or it was like in the other game too, when the Dark Willow popped to the Ogre shield on the creep.
Oh yeah, that was.
Sometimes these little tiny bits. You don't think about them, but they're just enough.
So yeah, Roche here being started, and Phoenix helping out, slowing Roche attack speed, healing up his troll a bit.
They've got Dark Ascension though. They could potentially fight this if they get over there fast enough.
Dying
I don't
quick,
think they're gonna though.
It's real quick.
They're smoked. They're making their way over. Finish it up.
Already dead. EP looking for a fight. He has BKB on this Brewmaster now, so.
Sees Analog rolling out that barrel. Got a Centaur. Hector pops out.
That means they know invest right now.
I believe they're getting placed out. Shadow Realm's already going to get used. Curse Crown placed on KP.
Schofield in trouble.
When is Schofield not in trouble? Let's be honest here. Very nice terrorize though. Buy him just a little bit of time.
He's gonna
I
get
don't
away.
see like a cloak or something on Schofield. Like to get into Glimmer. It's for a little bit of like magic damage that they're tossing out.
Just queuing up the bracers for now, getting some HP. But yeah, he's doing what he can to stay alive. He has a lot of HP for being a Willow, 1750, but it's more the positioning that's the dangerous part.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Those 25-minute value bracers right now. We're 27 minutes in, of course, so he has 2 of them. Tons of value.
Still very neck and neck too, like less than 1k net worth difference. Do you have the advantage of having the Aegis though for Leviathan?
Yeah, they can maybe look to make more moves around that. Troll also farming towards Sanjasha. I think it's going to be a big item here to try and, lower some of the duration of the disables here, the dismember, terrorize, or anything from Willow, really. Night Stalker on some sneaky mission here. Not sure who he's angling for.
I'm not sure. Stoikov is here, but he needs to be careful because the rest of the team
This is
kind of playing in the top portion of this map.
odd spot to be, but I guess he wants to be sneaky farming with his Hunter Knights.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it's daytime. Daytime Night Stalkers do weird things. They don't want to fight, so, you know.
The sun makes their head a little weird, right?
Yeah, it gets all cloudy, you know, it gets all messed up. So,
Yeah.
But he's farming in a very nice spot now because they're not playing this area of the map, so it's allowing him to do what, you know, you do during the daytime. Just kind of farm and hope that there's a fight close to a tower that you can join. Radiant basically in farm mode right now, but Dire looking a little bit more like they want to get active. Move towards top with the Aegis here from Troll. Wants to steal a Wisdom Rune, but it's already picked up.
Let's go feel. Yeah, you can see that they're converging a little bit towards this left-hand side of the map. They know that the Lama is top. Analog, though, he's getting closer and closer. You know, you mentioned you want to see that Ags. That's going to be his next item that he's got queued up.
Oh, they scan him. Tiny. He's hunting.
Structures are fortified.
Just turns around, starts hitting the creep.
Yeah. Gets caught a little bit, but of course, no way to
fine.
stop the TP out.
Well, now they know that Tiny's not with them here either, so pretty decent amount of damage just pushing out the waves and applying to Minos here.
I think he could have stopped the TP out, actually, now that I think about it, because daytime is only 3 seconds duration, the Crippling Fear. So if you TP during day, right after Crippling Fear, there's always going to be a little bit of, like, toss is instacast. If you just stayed on him, you could actually have tossed him before the TP finishes.
Do they go for this? They have the Dark Ascension. They're split up. They could potentially. No, they just want to shoo him out of their area.
Yeah, pushed away. Meanwhile, Tiny is running at the Pudge bottom. No tier 2 tower to TP to here, and Troll is nearby. This is dangerous.
Yeah, Minos is here. It's pretty tanky though. It's gonna take some time to get this if they want it.
Even tries to hook them back in. He's not that scared. He has the Ogre
Because
Seal.
you see this Night Stalker's just like running.
Coming in.
If they get too cheeky here.
Very odd-paced game, this one. It's, you know, kind of building. Speaking of building, with Tiny building towards his BKB, getting pretty close. Could disassemble Echo Saber before it, but Tinies don't really want to get rid of the Echo Saber. It's worth more than the BKB to them, so just finishing the entire thing and then sending it out.
It almost feels like there's no sense of urgency on the side of Heroic right now. Heroic just like, all right, let's chill, let's farm. It's fine. Just dodge these fights for the most part. And it feels like there's more pressure coming out from the side of Leviathan. And part of that pressure could be because they're down a game, right? So
yeah, but not even that much urgency on their side either. It feels like they're also pretty happy farming up. They had the Aegis, could have committed for a push down the top lane if they wanted to, but you know, they chased around, looked for some kills, but not really stressing about getting too much done with this Aegis as well. Gonna go for another Tormentor here. Troll popping his ulti, and that's Tormentor taking Shard for himself. That's honestly a very, very nice one to get. Again, we see Radiant struggling a lot more to finish down the Tormentor. This is an awkward one.
just Analog, just
yeah, but he can't solo it, so
he definitely can't. You can see actors making his
Lifestealer,
way.
help us, help us. Oh, that's a
Vamonos.
that's a struggle right there. You know, this took them like 45 seconds. You run base and you reset. Like, that's a lot of effort to get that one shard.
This is nice that it's the Dismember shard for him. And he's
yeah.
finished his Agnums too, so this Pudge is
He's looking great.
pretty activated.
He's looking big at this point. Yeah. Looks like he wants to go for an E-Blade as his next item. Perhaps got a Gold Scepter already queued up. Would be a nice little addition for him. Troll, though.
Even the Phoenix is going for a BKB. I didn't see that Zephyr had that queued up.
Yeah, he kind of has to. Night Stalker is too annoying. You know, the silence lasts forever. You can use yourself for a little while, but in the end, you need to be able to cast your spells, and Night Stalker doesn't want to allow that. Troll is very close to full MKB now. That will be a good timing for him to fight, because the missed chance, of course, from the lifestealer Radiance makes it hard otherwise.
Right. Smoke play. They're going to find Stoikov. Brambles are down. Curse Crown. BKB is going to get used, and there's that Infest onto Stoikov, just ripping him out from the inside, but they need to slow him down even further. See Divine Llama standing on the fringes in case anyone else was joining. Oh, Zephyr's Current. That was his completed BKB.
Ooh.
Oof, that hurts.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate one. 2 minutes and 30 seconds before he can get that one. So, two big losses there for Leviatan. And looks like now we see Heroic just swinging towards the bottom tower. They do ping the Tormentor, but it's already taken, of course. Nothing to take over there.
Stinger is going to have his Agnum Scepter in this next fight, though. So that's going to make his Macro Pirate much more powerful. We'll have to be very mindful.
Yeah, it's
positioning.
Pretty good thing to have against the Pudge in particular, who's pretty low mobility. If you can just, you know, lock him in the Macro Pirate, you can maybe take him down. Meat Shield does a good job protecting against it, but this Macro is certainly quite strong.
I just want to see 4 staffs on everybody and just like pushing him around like a pinball. It's a big meat pinball.
Looks like we're gonna see a Nullifier almost completed on the Night Stalker now.
Yeah, it's been working on that for a while. Alright, so Agnum's on the Jakiro. That's a big deal. What do we have? Minos. Nothing too new here. KP. What does he have coming out on Courier?
He has
Assault
yeah, full AC completed
nice.
now. Big power spikes coming in all over the place. Also, his level 20 on the Brewmasters coming in. We'll see if he opts to go for the attack speed. I don't think so. Usually the health is what we see. Bigger, tankier Brewlings. Much easier to micro. Both talents are good, though.
Roshan's not going to be up for another minute or so, but you can see the way that Heroic's moving. They want to secure up this portion of the map because it's only about 18 seconds until day left.
Yeah, it's time to control the Roche pit. It could spawn any moment. These teams don't know exactly when it's up, so gotta think about it.
They're all beelining down here.
Yeah, but it's control for the gate. Smoke coming in now from Dire. Radiant as well. Same time smokes.
It's gonna be Troll, the first one who breaks up this position. A little bit late though with that hook. Do they just reset now is the question?
Tiny just wants vision on anyone who can jump. That's basically the initiation here for Leviatan.
They need to lock down this Brewmaster too, if possible. Flipner landing again over onto Schofield. Minos is following pretty far out here. Just be careful, he's a bit isolated from the team. Okay, there it is. Stoikov finding the opening and the push away though with Schofield. He's alright. But on the back lines, they were waiting for him. The Infest Bomb comes out. Zephyr's just dead. There will be no possibility of that egg. The buyback coming out now from Darkwall on the back lines. Analog, he got his hold onto Minos, but isn't able to keep his hands on him. Stinger next to fall. The follow-up, though, on the scroll with Ector just chasing after him. They can't do anything. He's dead. And
no,
going
the
after
TP
the
canceled.
Brewlings next, potentially? No? Oh, Stoikov, he's stuck. The Llama, though, is just kind of flying around here.
Yeah, he's dead slowly. He can
Just
run all he wants.
playing with his food. In comes Ector, says, thanks so much for waiting for me, but needs to get a little bit closer there, a little faster. But the blink's there.
Oh, actually,
and there
Ascension was
should
out,
be
but,
a kill. KP? KP is still alive over here. They're chasing after those Brewlings for a while, but things are not looking great for this guy here as the Bedlam coming off with all the rot and all the other things. Oh, Beak? What?
Yeah,
The BKB?
I don't know about that.
Did he fat finger? He must have fat fingered.
He must have.
Maybe.
No more tips.
I don't know.
I mean, he was holding the dismember there, waiting to use it at the last
TP.
second. But yeah, I don't know why he would speak to me. Maybe he thought that dismember isn't up. Try for it, but of course he has the shard, so of course it's ready.
Farming shards for my sets.
That fight, all of it came back to that small, seemingly trivial part where the courier died, right? Because if Phoenix got that ulti out, Night Stalker doesn't run everyone down and kill everyone one by one, and the fight could look completely different. But because the courier died, Phoenix didn't have BKB, couldn't get the ulti out, and it all ripples from there. Some butterfly effect going on in Dota
Yeah.
here.
See, that is something that has wings and is not a bird.
A butterfly? God damn it.
Dire's middle
Ha! Got him.
All right, all right. Yeah, I concede. Butterflies exist. But they're items and not actual animals.
What?
And they give attack speed.
All right. Well, this tower is just getting ripped apart here by Ector. I would not be surprised to see them move over towards that mid lane. Looks like he's gonna put a little damage on this tower though, because why not?
Yep.
Feeling pretty
Lifestealer's
strong.
getting really big now. 876 HP from this corpse eater facet already. Feeling confident. Maybe too confident, but he has a BKB too.
He's got the he's got Schofield here.
Yeah. His limousine.
Yeah, just back off, try to bait out something, you know. Meanwhile, Analog slowly but surely hitting this tower.
Yeah. Not much, but it's honest work. Right
Yeah.
ticking away.
Love it. So
Oh,
looking for
E-blade.
potentially another hook.
Okay.
Oh, all right. You overcompensated there, Analog. Yeah, sourful squawk indeed.
I guess he was thinking that maybe the Force Staff would push, but there was Nullifier on him, so no way to.
A lot of
Force
XDs going on in this game.
Staff. It is not a Jim Park hook rate, I gotta say. He's doing great on Pudge. He's big and strong.
Yeah, what are we up to for hooks? I thought you were supposed to be keeping tabs on that.
He's just been farming. What can I do? He's doing decent, but no Jim Park numbers.
It's gonna take a lot to take him down, though. He's got the Aegis for another 3 minutes.
Tier 3 tower, 4 HP. Gonna get denied.
Look at Hector is just no fear at all. Like, just runs up, hits, doesn't have the Aegis, but he's got a lot of ways to be able to disengage in these fights. He's got the Infest, he's got the BKB, he's got a Pudge who can just meatball his way over.
They can rinse and repeat this a lot. They're gonna go top now, though. A lot of creeps. Lifesteal can't
Can they
resist.
grab Minos, though?
Not sure they can
he's
find
out.
him. He is
Oh, the
just
smoke
gonna get
one?
out. He has his basher too.
Smoke on smoke action. I think Dunkles needs to be a little careful.
They don't have their lifestealer anywhere near
They
yet.
see Minos, though. They could potentially get this jump. Look at Analog. Alright.
Look how
Looking
misses
for
a
the
bit.
opening. He's missing these hooks. This is not great, but they'll be able to follow up. There's a little bit of a terrorize being tossed out. A jump through here with KP. He does have the split. Schofield going over to the high ground. Zephyr on the back line still has the egg available if they want to use it. Macropyre in a great spot here on Ector, who's going to use the BKB, but again, he's got to get out of there. Minos running around with him in there. There it is. There's the hook. They pop back out. They're trying to finish off the troll, but they just have not managed to do it just yet. As Ector will end up dying, and now Analog, kind of in no man's land, still has the Aegis. Spy back now from the Lifestealer, wants to teleport back to the lane. So
Down
go
Tiny.
over here on the side. Can they finish off the Tiny? Are they going to be able to do it? They've got the Nullifier. It's going to be the first death here for the Pudge. He does have that Aegis. The toss back up, the follow from Divine Llama. They want to get something. They'd love to get this Tiny, but these ice paths have been on point. Going for the hook, not going to be able to quite get it. He's got his dancing shoes on. Dragged back with the dismember. They finally manage it. But it is an expensive fight for the side of Heroic.
They bought back the Lifestealer for this as well, so they need to get something more. They need to force Tiny's buyback right now or get something. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it is not a good feeling here. That looks like they're not really gonna make a move for it, though, as you know they're still missing their Willow. SD just respawned. So at the end of the day, great fight for Leviatan. I mean, they took it in a very, very convincing manner. They didn't even need the Phoenix egg, it felt like, because he dropped it so late and they were already kind of dominating the fight by the time he used it. So they were really, really just in a better position. I think Lifestealer was too far away for you to be taking that fight.
I think Minos dies there. Zephyr doesn't use that Yule Scepter when he did, like, because it was just K1 and Analog both on top of Minos. It was looking very, very scary with the amount of damage they're pumping out, but thanks to the Yules, was able to extricate him.
Yeah, they did a good job protecting overall. Yeah, nice place. We have a third Tormentor coming up here. The Troll is gonna kill Stinger. No, he's a
He
nice
pauses
guy.
for a minute.
He waits. This is a very strong Tormentor, though, and he does have ulti.
Yeah,
Here we
he's
go.
gonna have to ulti for it. Yikes.
He was just waiting for his supports to leave. He's like, get out of here. You're not strong enough for this. Yeah, that's gonna be the final shard, I think. The Tiny now gets his shard pretty late into the game to get shard, but you know,
Yeah.
now all of them have it on.
Well, none for Hector. Hector does not have a shard yet.
Yeah, but he's on the other team. The final shard for Leviatan.
Oh
at
yeah,
least.
yeah. I meant to. I thought you were meaning like for everyone. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I think he's the only one that's.
Oh yeah, they do have a Tormentor available as well, so his is on the field, just not in his hands. I like that the Tormentors have the shard in their inventory. You know,
Yeah, that's nice.
it just shows it is.
They also
there.
have a backpack, technically.
Yes. Maybe they'll get more stuff in the future.
I think that would be too much like a
Give them a blade mail
Pinata.
on top of their
No,
blade
no.
mail.
No.
Give them a Dagon. Anyone who goes
That'd be
low
funny.
HP, they zap them.
Just.
Imagine if it triggered, you go below 300 HP, it Dagons you.
God, I just feel like we'd have so many Dota players who just break their keyboards if that would happen. Just out of rage. All right, well, they have vision of, yeah, they ping it out too.
BKB being
They can
queued
see
up
the
by the
movement.
Kiro now, next item. So we're gonna have Team BKB here. He's the last one who doesn't have one on the Dire. So we're gonna have 5 BKBs.
Night Stalker, like, silence is no joke. Like, it is so hard to play and get any of your spells off when you just cannot get away from this man.
Yeah, Willow too. I mean, it's just really great. It's even good to keep yourself alive against a Pudge at this stage. Oh, that shield rune is going to be a big barrier.
Making their way over here. A little spooky.
Dismember picks up and relocates Schofield to a safer location. Both teams
Might have to push out
posturing.
this bottom lane.
Soon it's going to kick into daytime, so then he would have to force his ulti to take a fight here on NS.
All right. Hector just... Hello.
Both of them
Pops
hitting and
out.
both of them missing. The miscans.
Yeah, it is. Oh, all right. Well, that's a nice opening here for the side of Leviathan. They just pick off King Jungles.
He went
KP
D-warding.
gonna get held in the brambles by Llama, chasing after again, using that nullifier. We do have Pudge nearby. Looks like he's not looking to hard commit to the fight, though.
Yeah, they know Troll is super far, but with one support already dead, it's a bit risky to take fights. Gonna back up. Both teams very tentative in how they commit to these fights. And there is basically no advantage here. It is virtually even. 30,000 net worth on both the carries pretty much. 1,000 gold between them is no difference at this point.
Heroic is just one game away from, you know, securing their spot here to continue in the upper bracket, whereas Leviathan, you know, they've got to make up for a couple games, so...
Yeah, Leviathan,
pressure. TI pressure is something else. Like, again, regionals, maybe not as, well, I know not the same level of pressure as making it onto that big stage, but there's still quite a bit because you want to be the team that's representing your region.
Yeah, I feel like for these players it probably is, you know, the same level pressure that the invited teams would feel at least, or the teams that are already, you know, gonna be there.
I mean, we've seen Minos under multiple names, right? Like Kotaro Hayama, Minos, MNZ. Like, we've seen this guy consistently be in these qualifiers year after year after year. It is, you know, a very big dream. And you want to be there. You want to be able to show what you can do.
Yeah, we see Radiant now smoking up. Mid and top wave is really pushed in, so good time to go for a smoke here. Do kind
So
of
an
need
Abyssal
to...
Blade picked up too for the lifesteal. It's so big in this fight.
Yeah.
Do we have the Conda on Night Stalker last time too? Where's that name?
Oh, that's new, yeah. He bought that after a nullifier.
Oh, Minos!
Jump him, forces
Oh, he
B
goes
to
the
be moved.
wrong way!
Oh. It's a big commitment as well.
You're Leviathan, you're happy. You use Dark Ascension, you do your own smoke, you're like, alright, let's go back in, boys.
Yeah, they want to just fix top lane because it is an enormous creep wave, so if they don't go there, that tower would probably even fall, perhaps, if they don't glyph it.
Alright.
Go and defend that, but yeah, that was Dark Ascension on cooldown now. It's going to give them a nice chance to take a big fight.
Still have another minute or so left before Roche respawns.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Don't find anyone
Hector's just gonna
bottom.
hightail it out.
D-ward. Finds a ward here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Roche not up yet. 50 seconds until the spawn, but look at the position Heroic take. They know we can't fight right now, but they also know that that means Leviathan want to get Roche, so they go top, position in this area, and force people to come back to base, trying to just mess with them. And
That's always how you want to play Dota, right? Like, you want to force them into doing what you want, not the other way around.
Yeah, Lifesteal's just tearing away at this building as well. Mid tower
And
is
KP.
falling. Yeah, KP can't even do anything to deter him here.
It's kind of wild to think about. Hitching a ride with Schofield, King Jungles, but there's going to be the split. They want to get rid of this guy. And does buy himself a little bit of time with the disruption, but that forces everybody pretty much to the top portion of this map.
A good toss back play by Stoikov there. He blink tossed back the Pudge into his own base, and Pudge had to commit an early BKB TP out. So at that point, all of Heroic just run. So they get 1 kill on support, but now swinging over to that Roche area again. This time it looks harder to stop it. Dark Ascension 20-second cooldown still. I think Troll is gonna dispose of Roche before that is gonna be up again.
Yeah, and you don't have your support either, so I think it's just a little bit too risky for them to try to stop this. Sets the banner, has a refresher. Oh, Phoenix has a full refresher as
Oh, he
well.
does.
I did not see
They
that.
have 2 refreshers on
farmed
their
up,
team.
yeah.
Already have the refresher on the Brewmaster and Phoenix.
Yeah.
So this refresher
Now they've got
goes
the
to
double macro.
yeah, to Jakir. Double BKB for him too. We got 8 BKBs in this game. And with the refreshers, technically 11 BKBs.
You do what you gotta do to win.
Yeah. Gotta get all of them.
Okay, they found themselves a Zephyr, but
Gets pulled by Analog, take him to safety. Meanwhile, MNZ pushing out that mid lane, trying to get towards the opponents. They still haven't taken these tier 2 towers.
this feels like such a strange game to me.
It is. This is a bit odd, but very, very evenly matched. 49 minutes and still no real sign of who's gonna come out victorious here. Right now, the Aegis is a nice advantage for Leviathan, but it is anyone's game. And pushing into a Pudge,
Yes.
it's a bit scary.
All right, looks like Hector's going to teleport in, rejoin the team. Do they go hunting? I mean, he's pushed. He's playing this game like an anti-mage, honestly. He just shoves in the wave all the way to their base, and then comes back, rejoins team, looks for an advantage for this fight.
Yeah, they see Brewmaster
They
top,
see
so now they want to
Mimo.
fight.
Oh, they could get Stoikov? Stoikov, that would be a big pick-off if they could get a BKB gets used, Ice Path gets dropped down on top of everything else. As Hector makes his way, uses that Abyssal over onto Stoikov, clipping away at him. There is no Tiny for this fight. Turns his attention over to Stinger's got the other Ice Path, needs to finish him off. He'll be able to do it. The Sunray coming out, buys him a little bit more time, does damage onto Divine Llama's already used his own BKB. Egg does go off, but now they're looking to get right back in again. As they see Minos, he's got that Aegis Zephyr.
Oh, he died so
Get
fast.
chipped down. They need a little bit more damage onto Minos. He's getting ripped apart from the inside. And they'll buy a bit more time with that disruption. Aegis will get used as they wait patiently.
Oh,
For
Tiny's
him to come
bot.
right back up again.
He's no buyback.
Oh, God.
Can he get him?
I don't know. This is not looking good for him. Again, that second egg plus the summer, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to save him. He has died back, and now Zephyr will be forced to Icarus dive away.
Oh my god.
If I he's hunting, though. He wants it. He likes chicken. He's, you know, he's all ready for it. Zephyr does not have the Yules either, so plus that. Oh, the hook, the onto KP, the dismember! He's just holding him into place. He didn't even know he has that. Oh, man, the split coming out. All right, I think perhaps he'll be able to make it out. He's got the Earth Panda already into the building, but oh, that's gotta be so incredibly scary. You've got a dead Phoenix and a dead Tiny. No buyback on either of them.
Yeah, they can go immediately now. They have creeps already pushing in through bottom as well. This is perfect for them. They need to get K1 over here and start smacking down these buildings. No Phoenix, no Tiny guaranteed.
Oh, oof. He wanted KP there. He wanted him. Sage's match just getting casually left on the ground. All right, Hector.
Get back up again.
Kill. That is the refresher that was for Analog, but I don't think they're too concerned about this. Oh, Stinger. Minos, he comes out of the base. This is very scary. A nice hook from Analog. So it's gonna pull him to safety. KP jumping forward again. Does not have any more splits available though, so he needs to be so incredibly careful. As Hector, again, eyes on the prize. Analog dragging back on KP, wants to finish him off, will be able to. MNZ now trying to just fight his way through, but there's so much meat to have to chunk through. As the Lifestealer jumps inside, there it is. There's that ultimate, there's the battle trance coming out. KP, he's back into the fight. Does not have the split though. The grab back on Minos. He's going to get dragged into this punch. And again, he's carving up the flesh, but he's so much flesh to have to cut through as in comes Hector. Cannot do it. Triple kill for the Llama. KP getting held hostage in the corner. Another kill for the staffs. But that's gonna be it for Leviatan here in the upper bracket as Heroic. They're just looking so damn good here.
Yeah, amazing for them. What a fight that they took. The late game team